What's going on, YouTube? So I made this engine since it's DC ready. It's not the one with the sound, because the one with the sound is over there on the box with the same box that it came in with. This engine, when I got it with Athearn, it did not have the sun visor or sunshade or the LEDs with the dish lights, or it did not come with the horn or the correct fuel tank. It was just a shell. And I had a body or a whatever they're called of a DDA40X 6907, which was my old DDA40X, and it's in the box because I recently had it and it got broken. Like the side of this on my old DDA40 got broken. It lost the antenna, the hand railing broke. So I decided to buy this from Athearn, and when it got delivered, Athearn did not send me the horns or the fuel tank or the sunshade or the mirrors, so, or the LED lights for the dish lights. So I contacted Athearn and I asked them for the parts. I asked them for the 6936 fuel tank. I asked them for the 6936 horn. I asked them for the LED lights for the ditch lights. I asked them for the sunshades, and I asked them for the mirrors. Athearn didn't have the right mirrors. Athearn had mirrors that they sent me. I tried them, they were a little bit too big, so they didn't fit. So as you can tell, this model doesn't have any mirrors, but the sunshade, it has the sunshade, it has the correct horn, it has the correct fuel tank, it has LEDs for the dish lights now. So now this model looks better than what it used to, because it looks like a complete DDA40X 6936, like the one up here. This one up here has the mirrors, sunshade, horn, fuel tank, LED, ditch lights. And when I got this one, it did not come with all that stuff. So I contacted Athearn and they sent me the parts. And now this looks like a finished 6936 without the sound, since it's just DC ready. And I have one with sound, and I really wanted one without the sound because my fiance is pregnant and the train is loud, so I wanted one without the sound. And here I finally have one now, so I'm pretty happy about that and everything. I also added the 6936 re-railers on the front truck and on the back truck as well, so which is pretty good. And when I got this model, I checked to make sure if it has all the lift rings. It has all the lift rings on it now. It's just missing one lift ring, which is right here, which is not too bad or anything. I don't have the original 6936 box because, again, Athearn just sent me this model as just a shell, and I got it and it just came into a clear package, like how most Athearns come into. When you open the boxes, you see a locomotive sleeve and you see a locomotive clear box thing. So that's what they sent it in, and surprisingly there was no damage. However, a while ago my train did derail and the antenna bent and broke, and when I was trying to fix it, the paint scraped off of it. So it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't bother me. But I am going to order the paint so I can paint it. This is also a mist gray, and I found the paint. Athearn sent me the website for the paint and everything. So once I get the money, or once I get the chance, I'll order the paint so I can repaint the antenna and fix this spot right here. You're supposed to put glue on the sunshades, but I didn't because I have extra. They also sent me extra sunshades, but if it breaks or anything, or if it falls out, I can just put it back in. So that's why I didn't put glue in it, because if it just comes out, I can just put it back in. Or if it breaks or if it comes out, I can just replace it if I lose this one. So that's why I didn't glue them. But I will go ahead and fire up this locomotive. There is also a cab LED light inside that I put in, so whenever the train is running, you see the inside of it turn green. That's because the LED light is white, and the reason why it's green is because it has green interior from Athearn, so it's going to be like a green cab light whenever it's running. And I'm also going to have it running so I can show you guys the ditch lights that I did as well, because the LEDs, they're not the same LEDs as the ditch lights on this one, because it's like a long piece, like a really small thin motherboard with 2 LEDs on it. Athearn sent me 2 separate LEDs, so it was kind of tricky and it was a bitch to put together. So I managed to put it together and I managed to have it working correctly. So now this is just my updated version of my 6936 DCC ready version. So I'll get it ready and have it moving so you guys can see all the lights and everything on it. But I'm only going to show you guys that, and then I'm going to stop the video for today. As you can see, it also pulls cars around my layout really nicely and really smoothly, and I really like that. I got frustrated with my track the other day and I dismantled the whole entire thing, and then I rebuilt. Me and my fiance helped me put it back together and everything, and now the DDA40X has no problems. Here the DDA40 comes. As you can see, the disc light's working, the class light's working, the headlight working, the inside cab interior working, and the beacon working. The beacon does not blink on the DC ready version because all the lights, well, because it's DC. DCC sound, you can have the beacon blink, but this is just DC, so the beacon does not blink. But other than that, the LEDs work, the train doesn't derail. It's just a really good working locomotive. I have my George Bush unit helping pulling. The George Bush unit I made into a dummy because I burnt a decoder, and the place wanted to charge me a lot of money to get it fixed. So I was like, never mind, I just wanted to make it into a dummy. So it's just pulling the George Bush unit. And on the flatbed, I have my N-scale SDP40F on the flatbed because I don't know what else to put on my flatbed. So other than that, this locomotive is really good. It looks like a brand new 6936 from Athearn. So I'm really glad that Athearn had the remaining parts for it. So for another thing is, the reason why I'm not wanting my DC Sound 6936 isn't because it doesn't pour the cars. It does pour the cars really well, really good. This one does. It pulls cars really good too. But I'm guessing the Athearn Sound one, I'm guessing it does not like the track, because whenever I have it running on a track, it turns off right here by itself, and then it turns back on if I give it a push. It does that throughout my whole track, and that's why I haven't been running the one with sound, which is why I've been just posting this one on my YouTube. So once I figure out the reason why this one's not doing good on the track, once I figure that out and get it fixed up, then I will have it on the layout. There's nothing wrong with that one. It's perfectly fine. It's just a track. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll let you guys see the 6936 one more time before I stop the video. As always, please subscribe and like my video. Thank you.